So welcome. My name is Lauran Janes, and we're going to be exploring the world of the hips in this episode. So if you don't have a brick close by with you today, you can use a second pillow or a blanket. But for a lot of people, Virasana, this pose that I'm seated in right now, is not really available when they first begin the journey of yoga, especially if you start in your adult years. So find a brick or a blanket and lift your buns and slip the brick or the blanket right between the feet. And then lower down. It's going to create a little bit more release in the knees. Okay? So you'll feel a stretch in the quadriceps. So starting there, take a moment. Bring your hands to your heart center. As you saw earlier, the heart is just a metaphor. For aligning ourselves with something greater than our thinking mind. So we bring our palms to our heart. It's an honoring of that divine intelligence, an honoring of that something greater. And as we bring our awareness to that, to the heart, to that divine intelligence, it moves our awareness away from the thinking, that waterfall of thoughts. Letting your heart's intention rise up for your time on the mat today. And then exhale, release your hands. So rising up off of your brick for a moment, you can let some of the blood return to the feet. Whenever we sit and compress the knees in that way, it temporarily shuts off the blood to the legs. So we can lift up, let some blood return, and then lower back down again. So this is an opportunity just to feel the length of the quadriceps, which is incredibly relevant in the expression or in the journey of opening the hips. Again, keeping the awareness on the breath and on the midline of the body as an opportunity to move away from the thinking mind and into the heart. Which is incredibly important in this journey of opening the hips. There'll be a lot of emotions and a lot of thoughts that arise along the way. So a few more breaths here, just again, feeling that stretch along the quadriceps. And following the current of the breath. So push down with the pinky toenail and push down with the heads of your shins. And draw your tailbone in and lift your hip bones. A few more moments, again, just releasing. Setting the tone for your practice. And then go ahead, rise up a second time. And this time we'll come to downward facing dog. So take the brick aside, take your blanket aside. And whatever other tools you have, take them aside. Bring your hands forward, fan the fingertips, tuck the toes, and lift your sit bones up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So allow this first down dog to be an opportunity to say hello to the hamstrings. We've said hello to the quadriceps in Virasana. Now we're going to elongate the backs of the legs in downward facing dog. Fan your toes so that there's life in the feet. And from your heels, reach down into the core of the earth. Put a little bend in your knees and angle your sit bones to the sky. Such an interesting rotation in the hips there. The more I lift my sit bones, the longer I ask my hamstrings to become. Angle your sit bones to the sky. And then from your inner knees, reach back until your legs straighten. Following the current of your breath. And then step your left leg forward into a lunge, lowering your right knee. So I'm going to keep my back toes tucked, and if there's any discomfort under the knee, I just put a blanket. It's really simple to find solutions for discomfort in yoga. That's kind of the metaphor we're working with. There's a lot of discomfort in life, so we're working to find solutions with how to be present in that discomfort. Interlace your hands on your left thigh here and push down into the toes of your right foot. And energetically glide your right knee forward. Hook your tailbone and lift your hip bones. And then sit more deeply into your front leg. And again, pushing down through your right toes, gliding your right knee energetically forward. Hooking the tailbone and lifting the hip bones. Sitting more deeply into that front leg. And again, yoga asks us to be fully present with whatever we come up against, with whatever energy, with whatever emotion that we meet. Last time here, inhaling, exhaling. And then bring your hands to the earth and turn your right shin so that it's parallel to the back of your mat, and then rise up. Heel toeing your left foot so that it's in alignment with your right knee. Again, you're going to find the depth in your front leg. Place your left fingertips just inside of the left thigh. So here you want to reach your inner groins back to the wall behind you. You're going to feel a deep stretch as you reach your inner groins back. And then hook that left sit bone under your body. Wrap it forward as you keep reaching your right inner groin back. Lunging deeply into that front leg. And again, the breath keeps us calm. Because in yoga, again and again and again, we put our bodies into different situations which initially evoke a resistance, invoke a reaction. And that reaction is rooted in the mind. So in yoga, we stay with the breath as a tool for staying out of the thinking mind. 2 more breaths here.